Starting with Byers. Kevin, how do you feel like the offensive line is coming together? Obviously, y'all had some time to work together in the spring. What are you seeing from this group?
You know, I think camp really brings something different out of us. Being together 24 hours a day, it's almost like you're really living with each other. So I think like the way we're meshing together right now is more than we ever could in spring, especially after going through those summer workouts and going through something hard together. I think we're coming together really good.
How much of this is bonding and how much of it is like, okay, I can do an hour without these guys around?
I mean, that's absolutely, it's bonding, you're becoming close to each other, but the days are long, so, when you get to go home and enjoy some free time, that's nice as well, and just relax.
In terms of the offensive line perspective, what's the difference between a group that maybe doesn't know each other as well, in terms of how you guys are out blocking, and a group that really knows each other well?
Yeah, I think it's kind of the difference between like mercenaries and an army that's like really came together and they're fighting for one common goal. I think when you have an offensive line that meshes together, you're going to get an offensive line that's playing for each other, they're playing for the team, they're not playing for their own individual like outputs. But I think if you have a team that's just playing, individually, then, the communication is not going to be as good and they're just not going to be as good overall.
It's a good analogy.
Yeah, I like that.
What have you seen from the Barrington brothers? Just kind of how they meshed with you guys? Standing here.
The Barrington brothers, yeah. Sup, Clark.
So that guy.
Yeah. Clark and Campbell, I mean, they've been such a great addition since day one, the first day they came in. And you could already tell instantly that they were going to fit perfectly within our offensive line. And, I think having them, they're two older kids as well. So adding that on, giving more experience to the offensive line, more just kind of like a mental factor to it. I think adding them on has really helped us, kind of mature a little bit as a group.
Since they've been playing together for a bit, did they bring some kind of cohesion together? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, so it's Campbell, right, and then me, and then Clark. So I'm playing in the middle of them two. So, if Clark maybe gets a call over to me, I might have to whisper it over to Campbell or something. But I don't know about that.
Have they yelled anything that stands out that you've been in the middle of?
What do you mean?
Like at each other? Yeah.
At each other?
Yeah. Just kind of been standing there like that.
No, I think they're usually pretty friendly towards each other and pretty encouraging. They lift each other up for the most part. Maybe a little bickering here and there. I'm not too sure.
Kevin, how much more confidence do you have now? And think back to like when you were a freshman. How much more confidence?
Yeah. I think the difference between me now and me when I was a freshman is like when you come in as a freshman, you really don't even know what confidence would look like or confidence would feel like. You're really out there just playing, and there's this like innocence to it. Like you really don't know what's going on. And as you mature, maybe a couple months in or a year, and you're gonna start to realize the things that you're doing wrong, and then you're gonna work to fix those. And I think once you get to a point where you got the offense pretty well figured out, you got your techniques figured out, you can really start to pinpoint different techniques that you need to work on. So each day you can pick something and get better at it. So I think that's where the point I am at now, where the point I'm at now is, knowing what I need to get fixed and fixing it. And I think I'm starting to do a lot of it a lot better as well.
Look, same question I asked him, how has the group come together? Has there been more cohesion in the fall than there was in the spring, just in terms of you had just come in?
Yeah, for sure. I think, of course, there's more cohesion. The more time you spend with each other, the closer you're going to get, and the closer the bond, and you're going to understand each other better, understand how each other plays, you'll be able to play better together. And so, in spring, it was, a whole new bunch of guys trying to just go out there, figure it out, and see what we can make happen. And right now, we've come together through time and through practice, and I think you can really see that on the field. So it's been good.
We talked in the spring about the idea of being the old guy, but also the new guy, all wrapped up into one. Now that you've kind of gone past that period, have you fully embraced just kind of that leadership element?
Yeah, for sure. It was. I feel like with these bunch of guys, it's been pretty easy to transition over to Baylor, and I'm just grateful for them and for their attitudes and their willingness to just go out and work every day and me being able to just kind of step in and kind of be that leader on the line. It kind of happened naturally, and so I'm just grateful for those guys and their attitude and everything they bring to the table.
You blocked for some pretty good running backs at BYU, including a guy who's in the NFL
Yeah.
right now. What about this group is kind of special in the way that they hit a hole and how much easier they make your job?
Yeah, no, for sure. The running backs we have behind us, they're just as good as the guys that I've played with before, and so, Rich, Dom, that whole backfield, they know how to hit the hole, and they know how to, run with their pads down and run over people, but also they have speed to get away in the open field as well. So I'm excited to block for those guys.
Since you had both Eric and Jeff and Ryan up there, did y'all run the wide zone and stuff?
Yeah, we
did.
did.
Is that something you were real comfortable with?
Yeah, it was something I'm familiar with. They've definitely elevated the way we do it now. And so there has been a few nuances that I've had to learn and things like that. But for the most part, it's been a smooth transition.
And you're at center. What's that been
Yes, sir.
like? And are you comfortable there, I guess?
Yeah, it's been good. It started off a little rough, but just with patience and going to work every day, I've been able to not master it because it's still really early and there's still things I'm learning, but I've been able to figure it out a little bit better. So.
What's the toughest part of that position?
I think the closer in you are on the line, the closer you are to the line of scrimmage, and so just being able to kind of speed everything up because the nose guards, they're right on top of the ball, right there. So just creating space quickly and getting to where I need to be quickly. So.
For someone who understands run blocking better than I think all of us do, what makes that wide zone technique so unique and successful?
No, I think it's probably just like any run technique. As long as the O-line are on the same page and the running back reads his keys, it's gonna be successful every time. And so it's just important that we're all together on the same page. We're communicating, doing what we do, and then let the back do what he does and hit the hole and get his read. So.
You and Campbell living together?
So we're both married. We live in the same apartment complex, so we see each other a lot. But yeah. Yep.
This heat been a little bit different for you coming?
Oh, 100%. The heat's way different, and the humidity, of course. Utah's super dry, so it's been good. I'll just say that it's been good.
Good mustache.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I worked hard on it.
You've been working on that?
Worked hard on it, yes, sir.
Your dad. Is there a competition going on, or
In the spring there was, but I just decided to keep it. So.
which position are you at? What are you? Are they moving you any, or are you just
No, sir. I've been playing mostly right guard.
right guard?
Yes, sir.
How do you like it, and are you comfortable there now?
Yes, sir. I've really been enjoying playing on the inside. It's a lot more kind of hand in the dirt and just nose down stuff. That's what I'm used to. I think it's a lot more physical than tackle, in my opinion. The physicality happens so much faster, and I enjoy that part of it more than kind of slowing down at tackle and having to be more precise. So.
What have the 5 or 6 months of going through spring and fall camp together in an offensive line done for this group and their cohesion?
I think it's been pretty good. I think we've been pretty tight from the get-go. We've got a lot of guys in our room right now that are just ready to lead, and they're ready to work hard. And my hat's off to everybody for how they worked this summer and this spring, and even through so far in camp. Everybody's been grinding. It's been a fun couple weeks so far.
Where else do you have to go? What's the next step in that process of getting better as a group?
I think technique's the biggest thing right now. We've got a lot of smart guys in the room, but the technical aspect I think that comes with experience and that comes with reps. And so, me included, I don't have a whole lot of game experience. I'll have some, but I think the next step is going to be everybody getting their technique to elite standard, and I think that'll make us take our O-line to the next level.
Seems like of all the groups, offensive linemen, no matter where you go, seem to be the tightest group of players in that position group. What for you? Why is that?
I mean, it's Mateo talks about this a lot. It's the only sport in the world where 5 people have to work towards one goal all the time, and that never touch the ball. Like O-linemen very rarely ever touch the ball unless like fumble recovery or whatever. But it's the only sport in the world where 5 people are working together towards a goal that doesn't involve the ball. So like we always have to be on the same page with any calls, any communications. We got to know what's happening before it even happens. And I think that requires a level of chemistry that you can't, you won't find anywhere else other than in our room.
What would you credit that chemistry to? Just kind of, y'all are just close?
I think a lot of it has to do with part of the humility of being a lineman, because I mean you don't get a lot of spotlight, you don't get a lot of attention on the news and whatever, and your stats aren't broadcast everywhere, and so I think all of us kind of understand that, and we bond over that, and everybody just enjoys each other's company and works hard for each other. So.
Do you have any, and this is off the board here, do you have any special skills? I've talked to offensive linemen before. I played rugby, some are ballet. What is the most, of the offensive line, it's pretty crazy, of the group, does anyone have a special skill like that does something outside of football that kind of stands out to you, or,
Oh, Isaiah. Isaiah does theater. He's an actor. He can sing too. He's got a good voice. Let's see who else. Alvin Abasle plays bass guitar. I play a little acoustic guitar.
An offensive lineman family van getting
Yeah.
Byers is really good at eating.
Who's the right tackle?
Elijah Ellis. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anything else to take?
It's good.
Thanks, Dave.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for bearing with me.